My dear friends, I am Father Moncy from a flame, and today we shall talk about the Eucharist because very often people ask what we derive from the Eucharist. And I think one aspect is very important. It is the disposition with which we enter into the Eucharist. And so the active participation in the Eucharistic celebration is very vital in order to derive the maximum from the Eucharistic celebration. Today we shall speak about the structure of the Eucharist. The Eucharist is made up of two parts, the Liturgy of the Word and Liturgy of the Eucharist. And the Liturgy of the Word is made up of different sections. We begin with the entrance rite. In the entrance rite we have the entrance procession and the introductory rite. The entrance procession invites us to welcome Jesus Christ into our midst. And the introductory rite consists of the sign of the cross, greeting, and words of introduction. This is followed by the penitential rite. The penitential rite, we have 6 different forms of penitential rite, and the penitential rite is concluded with Kyrie. And this ushers in another section, the Gloria. And Gloria is a praise in honor of the Trinity. After this, we have the collect, a very important prayer in the Eucharistic celebration. Very often it is misunderstood as prayer of the priest, but it is the prayer of the entire assembly. After the collect, we have the readings from the scriptures. We have from the Old Testament and then from the New Testament, finally culminating in the proclamation of the gospel. And this is followed by the homily, basically a breaking of the word to nourish the faith of the people. And the homily is followed by the creed, wherein we profess our faith, very personal profession of faith. And this profession of faith is made in the persons of the Trinity. And the prayer of the faithful continues the liturgy of the word and concludes the same. And the liturgy of the Eucharist opens up with the presentation of gifts. And the presentation of gifts is followed by the great preface. Preface introduces the very mystery that we celebrate. And this gives the way to the Eucharistic prayer, the very significant moment of the Eucharist. And in the Eucharistic prayer, we have the culmination in the words of our own Jesus Christ, that is called the words of institution of the Holy Eucharist. And the the Eucharistic prayer concludes with the doxology, a great hymn of praise to the Trinity. This opens up towards the next section, that is the communion rite. Communion rite consists of the great prayer, the Our Father, prayer for deliverance, and prayer for peace. And then finally we have the distribution of the communion. And then we enter into the third part of the liturgy of the Eucharist, that is the concluding rite. The concluding rite consists of the prayer after communion, blessing, and dismissal. This is the first exposition, and if you have anything to clarify, you are most welcome.